Alright, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. I am Violet Hyena. You are here with Perfect Timing, and I am here to do tarot card readings for people with perfect timing. Alright, and then I'm gonna type in chats. Greet the chat. You are invited to drop your questions in, and then I will use my playing card deck to choose which deck gets to speak, because I have 13 decks and they all have a lot to say. And I can't just choose one. It's impossible. There we go. So, well-being cards. I choose these to be my filler right now. See how this new setup works out. So far, so good. Then I can put them up here. Hee hee. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Do some lovely oracle cards as we wait for some questions. Okay. Seeking approval of others and hinders my joyousness. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. Nice. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. You are extensions of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your space-time reality provides the perfect balance from which to create and attract. There has never been a better time to be upon your planet. The secret of creating anything desired is to get happy. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with Source and well-being. From your place of being happy, you have access to all that you desire. Whatever I give attention to, wanted or unwanted, I am creating. You were born with a magnificent emotional guidance system that lets you know in every moment exactly what your vibrational content is, which is being matched by the law of attraction. As it is your desire to feel good and your practice to choose good feeling thoughts, only good things will come to you. The universe knows me, and the universe adores me. If you will allow it, you will feel the love that flows to you and through you. You are always seen, always understood, and always loved. When I'm feeling good, I'm allowing in good. The way you feel is your indication of your vibrational connection to that which is your source. The better you feel, the better your connection. The worse you feel, the more disallowance to that connection. Nothing is more important than that you feel good, because nothing is more important than your connection to that which is your source. Okay, yay, there's chat now. Hi, chat. I'm gonna take a drink of water and check chat. Alright. Alexander says, good evening. Thank you, Hans. And good evening to you, Alexander. And Ankita says, hi, ma'am. And Ankita says, how are you? Current feeling of R towards me, Ankita. Oh. And Alexander says, question, what does Jenny think of me? Alright, so I'll put you both on the board and I'll put these away. Alright. This away. And put you both on the list. Alexander. Sorry. Ankita. And Alexander. There you go. You guys get to test out my new setup. I'll put that up there once I've actually picked the deck for Ankita. Okay, so let's pick a deck for Ankita. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, which these are all the tarot card decks. So let's see here. Okay, tarots. Okay. I'll put this here. Yeah, that works. Let's see. Current feeling of R towards Ankita. Current feelings of R towards Ankita. Current feelings of R towards Ankita. Okay, and the feeling is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is action, creativity, and magic. And 2 is usually between two things. In Wands, it was, which actions to take. And if I go intuitively by the picture, let's see, it's R. So the current feelings of R is determining what two actions to take with Ankita. So you are part of a decision process, an action process, so, and a creative process. So it depends on what ours situation is, but you are one of the choices that I guess that R is making. I won't assume any genders here. So whatever R is trying to choose, you are one of the paths. Okay, so that was Ankita's. And then I'll go to Alexander's. Okay. Put this board back here for now. Ankita's and then Alexander's. There we go. Which deck wants to answer Alexander? Which deck wants to answer Alexander? Could be 13, so. And let's see who's. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. The Raven Wood Tarot. Here we go. Boop. I guess I'll put those there for now. I'm trying out the new layout here. Actually, let's go over here. Put that there. What does Jenny think of Alexander? What does Jenny think of Alexander? What does Jenny think of Alexander? Okay. Ooh, that's well, that's the thing. So, alright, the 10 of Swords is not one of the best cards, I'm gonna be honest. The swords are of the mind, and this card is the conclusion of the long path of numbers, which brings us to 10. And it is the thoughts taking over the person and essentially killing a part of them. It's a metaphorical death. It's if this is how Jenny thinks of Alexander, then Jenny thinks that Alexander is gonna think himself to death, or think themselves to death. And that's not usually a good feeling. So I'm just gonna leave you with that. So that is what Jenny is thinking of Alexander. So I hope that helps you out. And then I'm going to put this deck back. And here we go. I'm gonna get a drink of water and then I'm gonna check chat. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we got Debbie Kelly. Says, hello, beautiful people with a purple heart. Hi, Debbie. Debbie says, can you please pull a card for me and tell me what the universe has to say? Thank you, Hands Aquarius Star, and thank you, Hands. Alright, Debbie, you're on the board. I'll get to your question after I catch up on chat. And then Ankita says, ooh, I see. And Ankita says, so will we ever be together? And how will he be with Mr.? I'm gonna put Ankita on the board. I'm just gonna assume that Mr. at the end is supposed to be me, because I know typos happening and it's okay. So Ankita is on the board. And Alexander says, I do think a lot. Thank you, Hands. And thanks, the sun. You're very welcome. Try not to think too hard. Sometimes you need to get out of your head. Yeah. And Preston says, hello, Sparkly Heart. Hello, Preston. Yes, you can ask your question. Welcome. Ankita says Sticky Face. Okay, and now I have 2 on my board, and I'm gonna get to them now. It's Debbie and Ankita. Cool. Beep. Put that there. Who wants to answer Debbie? Debbie is all the cards. Debbie's question. Queen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 12. Number 12 in Slytherin, in case you were wondering. Okay, so pulling a card for Debbie on what the universe has to say tonight. What does the universe have to say for Debbie? What does the universe have to say to Debbie? What does the universe have to say to Debbie? What does the universe have to say to Debbie? Okay, so tonight is causing pain for others would attract pain to me. The flawed premise, my groups, our way of life is the only correct way, therefore all other ways must be stopped, is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on your planet. Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship of all, the relationship between you and you. So, the universe is saying, if people aren't doing what you want them to, just leave them to their own devices. Don't worry about them too much. Alright, I hope that helps you out, Debbie. Okay. Debbie, and then we go back to Ankita. Boop. Ankita, yes. Ankita had like 2 questions, I think. Yeah, Ankita's was so we ever be together, and how will he be with me? Alrighty. So let's do will Ankita and R be together? And how will he be with me? Okay. So there we are. Which deck would like to answer? Ankita. Oh, and this one's a yes/no question. There we go. Which deck? Which deck? It's gonna be 5 of Hufflepuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the octopus turret. Oh no. Here we go. We got okay, so 2 cards for these questions. Will they ever be together, and how will he be with Ankita? Okay, so the first one is, will they ever be together? Yes. And how will he be with me? The devil. Okay. So here we are. So will you ever be together? Yes. And the card is a major arcana. It is the universe, which is in other decks the world. So there is great opportunity here. For just about anything, there is opportunity for great happiness and being connected with the world and all kinds of good things. And the world is your oyster. And it is overall a really good card. And how will he be with Ankita? Oh, he's gonna be the devil. Now, I think this is more like a behavior trait. Like he's a little imp, he's a little devil, he's a little daring, he's a little trickster. So I think this is more what the card is trying to pinpoint him as in a personality way. This is also a major arcana. And on the flip side, the devil usually says this is temptation, this is being locked down, and you can free yourself from this, but you're giving up a lot of treasure and, what is it? Like, you're choosing to be locked down with this because of all the good things it brings. There might be some hurdles just because it is the devil, and like, it's not all bad stuff, but you're gonna have a lot of drama. But I also don't think you mind that much. And that is what the cards have to say. So I hope that helps you out, Ankita. I'm gonna put this deck back, and then I'm gonna check chat and have some water. These cards back out. Pew. And clear the board and drink some water. Let's see what we got. Okay. Everybody remember to stay hydrated. Okay. Alexander. Okay. And then Preston. Okay, I have read down. We are at. Preston's question is, I was wondering what horoscope sign is thinking of me. It's a very good question. Put Preston on the board. And once I catch up on chat, then I will, once I catch up on chat, then I will do your question, okay, Preston? And then Mariana says, hi, I'm new. May I ask what's coming towards me in the next few weeks? Hi, Mariana. It's nice to meet you. Welcome aboard. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. And I'm going to put you on the board, and I will answer your question right after Preston's. Okay. So we're going to do Preston's question first. Right, I was thinking about that. Like which... Because the question is wondering what horoscope sign is thinking of you. And I'm thinking, like, the best deck to answer that is the Moonology, because they have, like, all the astrological signs here. There's, like, all the astrological signs, like, twice. So we're going to see which one pops up. So what horoscope sign is thinking of Preston? What horoscope sign is thinking of Preston? what horoscope sign? Speaking of Preston. Alright, we got balance of spirituality and practicality. I got it. So it is Pisces. You'll see at the bottom of the card. Full moon in Pisces. So the astrological sign that is thinking of you, Preston, is Pisces. And I will read the card info as well so we get the whole picture. Full moon in Pisces. 90. Page 90. Okay. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. The full moon in Pisces. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, this card is a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issues may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Attune with the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. Additional meanings for this card. You are in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition, it won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. And the teaching of this card is... That was my phone, don't worry about it. The teaching of this card is Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's a time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numerous Piscean energies that have no borders. So feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon in Pisces and soulmates now connect. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. So, to answer your main question, Pisces is thinking about you. So, and also I hope the rest of the reading helped too. Right? There you go, Preston. 2. And then I'll get to Mariana's question. There we go. I'm going to drink from my bottle first because I need hydration. Hydration is delicious. Okay. So Mariana, hello again. May I ask what's coming towards me in the next few weeks? Alright. We're gonna pick a deck. Which deck wants to answer Mariana? Which deck? Which deck wants to answer Mariana? Alright, so we have number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The every little thing you do is magic deck. Everything you do is magic, you know. La 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 la. It's magic, you know. Do 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 do. Okay, what is coming towards Mariana in the next few weeks? What is coming towards Mariana in the next few weeks? What is coming towards Mariana in the next few weeks? Alright, Mariana, what's coming towards you in the next few weeks is the 8 of Swords. Ooh, the 8 of Swords. Alright, so you're doing a lot of thinking. Because swords are thought. And usually conflict. It's the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords... I just know this is like a lot of thinking, and all the thinking is caging you in and blindfolding you and essentially holding you hostage, paralyzed with thought. I remember that's what this card was. So what may come in the next, few weeks? The next few weeks may come a time when you feel paralyzed or overwhelmed by thoughts. So watch out for that. And when that happens, you just may need to find something other than thinking to do and escape getting paralyzed. So this is more like a warning, like try not to get paralyzed by your thoughts. Try to work around that. And that is what the cards have to say. So I hope that helps you out, Mariana. And again, welcome. I'm glad you decided to subscribe. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna put these cards away. And then check chat. There we go. I'm getting used to the new setup, guys. I'll get into the flow eventually. There, the Lord. Okay, drink some water. And check chat. Mariana has retracted her question. And Parlasach says, Shooting Star just logged in, dash, doesn't need to be on the board. Parlasach says, New Moon, Full Moon. Haven't tried out that deck yet, but I didn't know how it works. And Parlasach says, Thermometer, helpful about explaining that card. And Preston says, Thank you, heart, and I return the heart. And Parlasach says, Ellipses original tune by Pilot/1975. And Preston says, Is my Leo thinking of me this week? I'm going to put Preston on the board. Preston. I'll get back to you once I catch up on chat. Ooh. And then Parlasach says BRB needs to put some eye drops back in the refrigerator. Ellipses, too hot outside. Now I can understand that. It being too hot outside. And Mariana says, Thank you, Beating Heart. You're very welcome, Mariana. I'm very happy to help. And Nikolai Superstar says, Hey, Viola. You know, now that I think of it, I never found out how or why Michael decided to guide me. I'm grateful, but how did he even know me? I'm a nobody. Oh. Nikolai, I'm going to put you on the board. We'll find out that together. Alright, so I have now caught up on chat. So I'm going to go back to Preston's question and we'll start there. So Preston, is Preston's Leo thinking about Preston this week? Let's find out. Which deck would like to answer Preston's question? Okay, so it is number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The octopus turret again. And it's 5 in Slytherin, if it matters to anyone. There we go. Wisdom tech. There we go. Okay, so the question is Preston's Leo thinking about Preston this week? Is Preston's Leo thinking about Preston this week? Is Preston thinking about Preston this week? Alright, and that's a no. The Leo is not thinking about Preston this week. We're gonna look into the card for more details. And this is the Ace of Wands. So this is the beginning of an action card. So the Leo is preoccupied with a lot of other actions, and Preston just is not on their mind this week. They're preoccupied with other actions and creative pursuits and magic dealings. So I do apologize, Preston. Maybe you need to get their attention. Alright, I hope that helps you out. And I'm gonna put these cards away, and then we'll get to Nikolai's question / inquiry. There we go. Let's see, go back to Nikolai. Get my board to sit down. Organize the situation. So how or why Michael decided to guide Nikolai? Okay, so how and why? How and why Michael guide. There we go. So which deck wants to answer Nikolai's question? Which deck? How and why? It's King. So we're going to do tarot cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Which is the Robinwood tarot. And it is King in Ravenclaw, in case anyone was curious. There we go. That opened nicely. Put this here. So, Michael as your guide. How? Why? How did Michael decide? Why did he decide Nikolai? We're gonna find out. We're gonna ask him. Oh, Michael, why did you choose this young star to follow in your footsteps? Yep, that's funny. Okay. Let's see how and why. How and why. So why is the 2 of coins, and how is the 3 of swords? Now, the 3 of swords is a heartbreak card. It is literally a bunch of thoughts stabbing a heart. And right now, what's coming through to me with this is people's thoughts and opinions can strike through a heart and really be painful and bring you down. So I think that is what Michael thought when he saw you. Like, he's probably experienced the same pain as you from other people. So therefore he wants to guide you. And why is the Two of Pentacles. And Pentacles is wealth, health, earth. And 2 is balancing that. And I believe that the why here is that he believes that you have the ability to balance all of this. So he saw something in you that that reminded him of himself. So therefore he is going to be guiding you on balancing all of this new path, this new career, this pentacle situation, this manifestations. And it is going to be a wild ride because I don't know what else to call this ship bird in the moon. It's just going to be a fun, wild ride, and he trusts you to balance it. So I hope that helps you out, Nikolai. And I'm going to put these cards back. And then I'm going to look back at chat and have some water. So I've done both these. Water. Okay. And like Pinky High Nose says hi. Hi, Pinky! SPM, SP Medium 11 says, would you like to see if there is a special man who is going to come into my life? From Jeanette. Alright, so SP Medium, I'm going to put you on the list. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? There's my pen. I'm going to put you on the list, and then once I catch up on chat, I'm going to circle back around, and I'm going to do your reading. And I do believe you might be new, so if you are new, thank you for subscribing. So, SP Medium. They don't recognize your name, but I'm going to circle back after I catch up on chat. Let's see. Parlasach says that particular deck is going to take time to get familiar with. I notice you. That's just my phone, everybody. The particular deck is going to take time to get familiar with. Is the whole set like this? Black cards with white paint. Are you referring to the Octopus Tarot card? Yeah, they're all black and white. And then Nikolai Superstar had retracted a message, and that's okay. Pralasach says, pencil writing on paper, playing out the situation. And Nikolai Superstar says, thank you, heart, heart. That is so helpful. Yes, it was a rough time before. People are so judgmental of me for no reason. But I'm learning to just be okay with me. Heart, heart. Pray hands. Tell him thank you. He already knows in his own way. But thank you, Michael, for answering and helping out Nikolai. And Nikolai says, or wait, I can tell him thank you too. Hearts. Laugh crying. I'm sure he hears me. Yes, he definitely hears you and he appreciates you. Nikolai Superstar says, I love you, Viola. I appreciate you. You are so sweet. I send my love back to you, okay? And Paraslach says, ellipses helpful. Nikolai Superstar says, I got retracted by mistake. Laugh crying, sorry. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, when you're starting to figure out things on chat, it can be a little wonky and you make mistakes. That's okay. Alright, so now I have caught up on chat, and I'm going to go back to SP Medium's question and answer it. So let's see here. SP Medium would you like to see if there's a special man who's going to come into my life? From Jeanette. So Jeanette wants to know if there's a special man who is going to come into her life. Yeah. So which deck is going to want to answer that? Which deck is going to want to answer that? Jeanette would like to see if there's a special man coming into her life from Jeanette. Alright. Sorry, I gotta do a quick crack in the back. Oh, there it is. Found it. We're good. Alright, which deck wants to answer Jeanette? Queen! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is Queen. Because I think we're going to stay in the tarot card realm. And it is Queen of Hufflepuff, if it makes any difference. There we go. Alright, and then for the cards, we're going to tell them Jeanette would like to see if there's a special man who's going to come into her life. So that is a yes/no question. And in case SP Medium hasn't been here before, again, welcome if you haven't. I do my reversals as no's, and I do my right side ups as yes. So that is how I do my yes/no questions. So Jeanette would like to see if there is a special man who is going to come into Jeanette's life. Is there a special man going to come into Jeanette's life? Is there a special man who's going to come into Jeanette's life? And the answer is no. But we're going to look into the card for more details. So, is there a special man who's going to come into your life? It says no. It says Queen of Cups. So, in the card, it is especially feminine. Especially with there being, some tatas. And it's the Queen of Cups. So it's definitely like holding down on the feminine energy. Like it's bringing the feminine energy. This is a cup full of feminine energy. And this Queen of Cups is a very emotionally stable woman. So you don't have to worry about that. And I even see like this is like a mermaid theme here. It's very pretty. The Queen of Cups is a very emotionally stable woman. Very in control of her environment too. Everything around her. So, you might not be getting a special man in... What was it? You might not be getting a special man who's coming into your life, but you might be getting a special woman. So look out for her. And I hope that helps you out. I'm going to put these back. Alright. Then I'm going to reset and have a drink. I'm going to check chat and have a drink of water. So, hold on, everybody. Everybody, please remember to hydrate. Okay, and Parla Slouch says, take care, takes practice. Cool. Alrighty. So, since I have caught up with chat, I'm going to pick one of my Oracle cards decks and read from it if nobody has any questions. Because that's what I do. Here for now. Okay, you'd be able to pick that. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty awesome. I've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes. And I'm still doing my 2-hour streams. I know yesterday was weird because I didn't go on stream. It was weird for me too because my whole body decided to do a 12-hour nap, and so I missed streaming. I did a hard reset of something. I'm still not sure what it reset, but I needed it, and my body did it, and I didn't really have a say in it. So here I am, back in the game. Alright. Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. The flawed premise, my groups, our way of life, is the only correct way, therefore all others must be stopped, is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on your planet. Not only do those being pushed against the feel of pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, least fulfilled among you are the most who are pushing against others, because in doing so you are disallowing the most important relationship of all, the relationship between you and you. I have complete control over my own thoughts. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if, instead, you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought, because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration, or what their actions for that matter. But you have complete control over your own thoughts, vibrations, emotions, and point of attraction. Everything is always working out for me. Nothing ever goes wrong, because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The things you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. The universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. The law of attraction is the universal manager of all vibration, which expands to everything that exists through the universe. And so, at the time that the law of attraction is responding to the vibrational content of your physical thoughts, it is also responding to the vibrational content of your inner being. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. The universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering, and no distinction is made between vibrations that you offer as you observe and vibrations that you offer as you imagine. If you would simply imagine your life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned. And even more important, all components that are summoned will cooperate. It is law. The experience you have with others is about what you invoke from them. Oh, we have new chat. Could you pull a card and see if he regrets what he's done? Okay, sure. So Dolly XOXO, you sound new. So if you are new, thank you for subscribing and welcome. I will pull that card for you right now. Which deck would like to answer Dolly? Which deck would like to answer Dolly? Which deck would like to answer Dolly? It's gonna be Queen, so that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is the Octopus Tarot. And that is the Queen of Gryffindor, if you're curious. If it makes a difference. Alright. Octopus Tarot. Okay. So, Dolly, in case you are new, I'm going to let you know that my reversals are no's and my right side ups are yes. So that's just how I do yes-no questions. And I'm going to restate the question for the cards. Pull a card to see if he regrets what he has done. Does he regret what he has done? Does he regret what he has done? Does he regret what he has done? And the answer is no, he does not. He does not regret what he has done. And now we're going to look into the card and see if we can get more details. This is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is, of course, thoughts. Thoughts and air and conflict, usually like logic kind of conflicts. And the Four of Swords is supposed to be a stabilizing number. But also with this card, it reminds me of hiding behind the thoughts. Like, these swords are trapping the octopus behind them. So he's going to wallow. He's not. Wait, the answer was no. So he doesn't regret it. He is hiding behind his logic. And if he's hiding behind his logic, then he's making all kinds of justifications on why he was right, and he's gonna go with those justifications that he was right. So no, he's not going to say he regrets it, because he doesn't. He's saying he's right. He's not having any regrets. So I hope that helps you out, Dolly. And Dolly says, sorry, I'm just letting out my whole life story on this laugh, crying, laugh, crying. Yeah, sure, that's okay. Put this stick away. It sounds like a super emotional question, so yeah. It sounds a little overwhelming. I mean, just speak on stream what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it. It's okay. But I hope that helps. Okay. And I have caught up on stream. Let's see here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always pick out a filler oracle deck. For when chat goes quiet. Upside down. There we go. Ooh, what a lovely shuffle. What a lovely shuffle. Not so lovely. Be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water and turn off the fan. There we go. There we go. Shuffle. There's a lovely shuffle. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Okay, so I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. When you have a problem, a desire exudes forth from you, and Source hears it and answers it immediately. Once you remove your attention from the problem, you then allow the solution. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to flow. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Don't do anything that you don't really want to do. Keep yourself in a place of feeling good. Reach for the thought that feels better and watch what happens. The universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. The universal manager has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to, without depriving anyone else of what they are wanting. Ah. Hmm. Water good. Alright. The universe knows me, and the universe adores me. If you will allow it, you will feel the love that flows to you and through you. You are always seen, always understood, and always loved. To feel better is the root of every desire. For us to feel better is the only reason any one of us wants anything. If you had only one goal, and that was to feel good, you would live successfully and happily, and in a way of fulfilling your life's purpose ever after. I am life everlasting. I am an eternal being. You cannot die. You are everlasting life. In grace, you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness. I can always reach for a thought that feels better. Your decision to reach for a thought that feels good is a powerful decision, for it serves you in many ways. The better feeling thought reverberates within you, opening passageways to well-being that reach far beyond this one good feeling thought. Whatever I give attention to, wanting or unwanted, I am creating. You were born with a magnificent emotional guidance system that lets you know in every moment exactly what your vibrational content is, which is being matched by the law of attraction. As it is your desire to feel good and your practice to choose to feel good and good feeling thoughts, only good things will come to you. I can relax into my well-being. The essence of all that you appreciate is consistently flowing into and creating your reality. As you appreciate, your state of appreciation opens more channels that allow you more for which you feel appreciation. I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. As you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating, but you are controlling and creating your own reality. Boop. drinking the water. Ah. The main event isn't my destination. It is my joyous journey. You did not come forth seeking alignments to complete. You came forth for a reason to flow and to love and enjoy life. Even though you will return home at the end of any vacation, the idea of your holiday is not to complete it as quickly as possible so that you can check it off your list. The idea of your vacation and of this life experience is to have a joyous experience. Through the corridor of my joy is the pathway to my desire. Most say when I get that, I will be joyful. But you must be joyful first. You must start with the determination that I will not settle for less than feeling good. Through the corridor of my joy is the pathway to my desire. First, I seek joy, and all else follows. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of how you connect with your source. Once you have achieved joy, you have achieved connection with your source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. Take a note of that one. Okay, so I have been streaming for an hour and 34 minutes. I have about 26 minutes left in the stream. So, on I go. The secret of creating anything desired is to get happy. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with Source and well-being. From your place of being happy, you have access to all that you desire. We are all working towards the same goal, joy. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working towards the same ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working. Well-being is my natural state of being. Reach for the feeling of well-being first, and everything else will fall into place. Be selfish enough to follow your bliss, and you will tap into the natural, pure, positive essence of you. The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. When you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. Any attention to anything is practicing of the vibration that will bring it unto you. This is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. You are extensions of source energy here in these magnificent physical bodies. The amazing diversity of your space-time reality provides the perfect balance from which to attract and create. There has never been a better time to be upon your planet. This is the glorious time for me to be on this earth. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only on your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. Desire is the beginning of all creation. In allowing your desire to come to you, you not only gain the satisfaction of having received it, you also gain a whole new perspective from which to desire more. There is nothing for me to guard against. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it. To give to others reason to believe that all can be well. There is nothing for me to guard against. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Absolute well-being. Alright, drink time. Okay. Let's stand up and stretch. Stretching good. Stretching is very good. The law of attraction, the most powerful universal law, is my friend. You create with your every thought. By the universal law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn. You are attracting the essence of whatever you are giving your attention to, wanting or unwanted. It is not my responsibility to convince anyone of anything. Make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experiences that you choose and allow all others to do the same. The vibrations of my being influence the universe. Everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, and responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. Once you begin to offer your vibrations on purpose, now you are in absolute control of your experience. I look for more reasons to appreciate. The more I appreciate, the better I feel. The better I feel, the more I am allowing who I am to flow through me. The more I allow who I am to flow through me, the better I feel. I practice the science of deliberate creation. Giving thought to anything is creation. Giving deliberate thought to anything is deliberate creation. When I appreciate, I feel so very good. Appreciation is the secret to life. Become a person who appreciates, and you will thrive. You will fulfill your reason for being. I look for positive aspects in every experience. Within every particle of universe is that which is wanted and lack of it. By looking for the positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you maintain your connection to well-being. It is not my work to control others. Trying to limit anyone about anything defies the laws of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and an absolute and abundance in all good things. Feeling good is your most natural core belief. All is well. Babies are beings from the non-physical, eternal coming forth for the creation of that which they decide. The babies are wanting so much for you to know that all is well. Every emotion I feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. Because my inner being offers strong and steady vibrational signal, I can always feel my allowance or resistance to that signal. The better I feel, the more aligned I am. The worse I feel, the more out of alignment I am. As I reach for good feeling emotions, I am in alignment with the signal of my source. I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday, if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about, and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. What's my big hurry? It's all for joy. All is well. What's the big hurry? You're not ever going to get it done. So what are you racing towards? Every single activity that you're involved in is for one purpose only, and that is to give you a moment of joy. That's why it's called exists. That's why it all exists. Lighten up, laugh more, appreciate more, all's well. Physical well-being is only one good thought away. You could have every disease known to man within you today. And if you choose different feeling thoughts tomorrow, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted thing much attention. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention someplace else. Whatever abundance I seek is mine. It's law. Whatever I desire and then allow, I must experience. There is no exception to that. As I hold myself in vibrational alignment with my own desire, I will experience, in all ways, the fulfillment of that desire. I want to feel good. Today, no matter where I'm going, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which is I'm wanting to see. My purpose in life is joy. The basis of your life is freedom. The purpose of your life is joy. You are free to choose new avenues for joy and your joyous growth, and will add to the experience of all that is. By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. As your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from that alignment, and that inspired action is always joyful. There is abundance of everything. Shortage is only a perception. You keep thinking there is shortage of abundance, but shortage is only a perception. There is never-ending stream of abundance. There is no shortage of whatever. It is my dominant intent to look for what I want to see. As you deliberately look for things to appreciate, praise, or enjoy, you achieve vibrational harmony with your own source and with all that is good. And then the powerful law of attraction brings more good things to you. Right? Oh. Drink of water. I guess I'm just working on realigning myself tonight. That's alright. My future isn't about my past. Life is only about now. Nothing that has ever happened has anything to do with now. Unless in my now I continue to think and speak about it. Fresh new thoughts today will always give me fresh new experiences. Alright. I only got 4 more minutes left in the stream. To allow well-being, I must be in joy. In the same way, you cannot set your radio tuner to 98.6 and receive the songs playing on 101 FM. You must set your own vibrational tuner to one of well-being. Feelings of love, joy, passion, exhilaration, fun, interests are indications of your vibrational match to well-being. I chose to be here in this glorious physical body. To be this me has been my choice. You chose the opportunity to experience this delicious contrast and to co-create with other joy-seeking beings to fine-tune the process of deliberate thought. What, where, when, and with whom you create are your choices too. It is contrast that puts the eternalness in eternity. Your own valuable personal new desire is always born from contrast. That new desire is then heard and answered by source energy, thus the glorious expansion of the universe. Anything I can imagine being, doing, or having I can be, do, or have. As you ask yourself why you want it, the essence of your desire is activated, and the universe begins to bring it to you. It's easy to create a castle as a button. It's YK Joe. Hi. And YK Joe says, hi, Violet. And I say, hi, YK Joe. Am I too late? You have 2 minutes, ma'am. 2 minutes. That is enough for one reading. That is enough for one reading. Luckily, I've decided to roll back an hour and see what that does for the stream. If you put in your question, yes, perfect. You have reached the deadline. You are my last question of the night. Been feeling down recently? What's blocking me from moving past this current stage? Very good question. Let's find out. Let us check which deck can answer for you. Okay, which deck? And YK Joe says, thank you for the 2 minutes, Violet. Glad I made it here in time. You did. You had perfect timing, of course. That's what the stream is all about. Okay, 2 of Ravenclaw. So number 2, which is going to be the Gay Tarot. Beautiful. So, YK Joe's been feeling down recently. What's blocking YK Joe from moving past this current stage? What is blocking YK Joe? What's blocking YK Joe? What is blocking YK Joe? Ooh, 5 of Cups. I see it. I understand. So, you've been feeling down because you are looking at your broken cups. Okay? As you can see clearly, you are looking at those broken cups on the floor. And you're not looking at the cups remaining on the counter. So, it's really hard. It may be really difficult, but you gotta stop looking at those broken cups. And you gotta look at those 2 cups on the counter and realize these cups are full. This is good. These are good. So you have to refocus on good things. You have to find the silver lining in the clouds, and you gotta really focus on things to appreciate. And that is what the card says. Again, it's the 5 of Cups. I know this card so well because cups are emotion and 5 is conflict, so I do know this card very well. And I understand you just need to look for those things that make you feel joy, and you gotta focus on them really hard. It might be really hard because all you see are those broken cups, but it's gonna be worth it to look at those other cups. So I wish you well, YK Joe. You have been my last reading today. I hope it helps you out. And I hope you have a great night. I'm gonna finish reading up chat first. Hold on. Feeling down. Thank you for the 2 minutes, Violet. Yep, perfect timing. Thank you so much, Violet. You're very welcome. Hope you have the best day ever. Thank you so much. Laugh crying, laugh crying. Alright. Wait, Joe, you have the best night. Thank you so much. And I will be back in 22 hours. I've moved the stream back a half an hour, so I'm gonna be back at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be back here tomorrow at 8:30. And thank you all for your questions. And good night. Love you. Bye.